What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Ricky here, and I am a VWAP and Golden Pocket trader for the most part, along with other things. But for the most part, Golden Pockets and VWAPs is how I trade. And this video is going to be on the GPS indicator, aka the Golden Pocket Syndicate, and it's designed to give you the daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, quarterly Golden Pockets, similar to Leapfrog, which is FG's indicator, and you can use them together. Is really powerful. His indicator is based on daily, quarterly, monthly, weekly VWAPs, anchored VWAPs, and this one is based on Golden Pockets. So if you're familiar with the Leapfrog, then this would be really simple for you. If you're not, it should still be really simple for you. So to get right into it, we treat these the daily Golden Pocket zones are these green zones, and we treat them every day as new levels of support and resistance. So yesterday going into today, which yesterday was Saturday, going into Sunday, we have this GPS zone right here, which basically has been flat all day. And typically I don't trade the weekends because you can see it's just straight chop. But let's go back. Let's see. So let's talk about this right here. On Tuesday, price reset with the Golden Pocket down here, and we were already dumping. I'm guessing this is Monday. We dumped Monday down to our weekly Golden Pocket and bounced and shot right back up to what would be considered, well, we didn't come back up here until the next day. So this would be considered the next day, previous day Golden Pocket, daily Golden Pocket. And when we reset here on Tuesday, we had two options. So basically when we reset Tuesday, this became support. And as we started to shoot back up, as the day progressed, which was pretty quick, we rejected at our previous day Golden Pocket, and we came back up here and rejected again, which is probably some divergence. And as you can see, we shot all the way back down to the Golden Pocket. So you could have taken a short here from this Golden Pocket zone back down to our daily Golden Pocket zone. And then once we lost this Golden Pocket, then now, you were either already in the trade or now there's no trade. You could have gambled here and tried to trade the breakdown of this, because it did give you a chance to get in right here. But if you're not familiar with, breakdowns or breakouts, then you probably would have ignored that. I would have said, let's ignore that. So the rest of this, what is this, Wednesday, was just straight down. I don't know what happened on this Tuesday, Wednesday that caused a dump like this, but this is the low time frame, so you have to take everything with a grain of salt. How these moves happen, you see they happen really fast, even though this happened over a course of a couple days. So when we fell down here, let me see, do I have the other ones on? Yeah, 9 day. Okay, so when we fell down here, if you're not a trader that's willing to catch a falling knife, and I don't recommend being one of those guys, we would have just waited all of this out. This was just a no trade zone. So the next day when the Golden Pocket reset, it reset under the weekly. So if I would have saw this reset right here, once we didn't come down here and take this low, I personally probably would have taken this trade. Once we came up here and rejected at the weekly again and came back down, and we didn't come down here for any of this liquidity, I probably would have gotten long down here as well. And I would have treated this as support. And I would have been treating this as support the entire time. Because once we did one of these moves, the safe move for all of this chop would have just been to wait for confirmation, like right here. So We came down, we didn't take the lows on the low time frame. And there are other things you can look at to help you get into this, because I'm pretty sure this is divergence somewhere in here. But once we came back up here and we kind of flipped this daily golden pocket, then I would have taken this long again and just put my stop under here or under here. And, you know, I probably would have taken profit right here at previous day golden pocket. Or I probably would have at least cut half, seeing that we blasted through this and then, you know, we started doing this little move before we shot back up. And from there, I would have gotten short right here, and I probably gave this short. In fact, I know I gave this short because of our spider lines, but this video isn't on spider lines. We're just talking about the golden pockets today. So sometimes they're easy to read, sometimes they're not. But like I said, when the daily comes and we get these new golden pockets, we have some sense of knowing where we're coming to, like right here. Thursday to Friday, or it's just Wednesday to Thursday, we reset from this golden pocket zone and we only came up right here. That was telling me like, hey, we're already getting divergence up here. We're losing, buyers are stepping out. When we got this reset here, I probably 9 times out of 10 would have taken this short with my stop up here and targeted our daily golden pocket, which we came to and broke down from pretty drastically. And the rest of the day was just pure drop. I think this is recent price action. Yeah, this is recent price action. So from there, you know, Friday we got this big drop. Was this Friday? Yeah, Friday we got this big drop, and we never, you know, it was just sideways for the rest of the day. And then we reset here. So now that we've broken down, this is straight breakdown from our daily golden pocket and our Saturday golden pocket, which I definitely don't trade Saturdays. I was still in a short from up here. Wait, what is this, 81? Yeah, I was in a short from like right here. And I cut it today down here, or not today, but I cut it today somewhere in this zone. But once I saw that our daily golden pocket reset under our weekly golden pocket, on top of our 9-day golden pocket resetting as well, on top of the weekly golden pocket, if we would have came back up here to retest this, then we probably would have tried to short this. But seeing as we didn't, I didn't open up any, one is a Saturday PA, so I didn't open up any new positions. But just seeing this alone is like telling me, hey, our daily golden pocket has officially flipped us to resistance. And if we did come back up here, then we could short it. And the only thing that would change my mind is if we came back up here and we got back above it and did one of these, which would have been risky, but we have other things to keep us in the trend. You know, golden pockets, they tell you where price could come to, but they don't really keep you in the trend per se, unless we're tracking day by day, and I guess it kind of does. So where we're at right now is kind of iffy. So in the indicator, we have what's called future golden pockets, and they are supposed to be detecting trend. And you can see that's what these are here, future golden pockets. And it's crazy how they line up at spider line zone. So you know when price comes down to these levels, hey, we need to be expecting some type of bounce. And if we don't get that bounce, then we're at least expecting some type of chop around these levels before we break down and make lower lows. See if I can find a better example. But if I was looking at this right now on a fresh Sunday golden pocket going into Monday's reset tonight would be all tell for, you know, the next day. But for right now, there are two trades right here. Wait for Monday to see where we reset, if it'll be support or resistance, or if you were already long, you could have got long, you know, anywhere in here and put your stop under here and target previous day golden pocket. Now, the only reason I don't think we're targeting previous day golden pocket because we got a new weekly reset in today, and a new weekly reset 9 times out of 10, if it resets right here, we're gonna use it as support until, if and only if, we break down, back test it, and continue lower. So today's reset will be telling. See if I can put an example. Higher time frame. Okay, so this weekly golden pocket right here, you see I gave this short at the top. It's crazy, right? This weekly golden pocket right here, once we came down to it and bounced, you have to be quick about these longs and shorts. You could have longed this right here and put your stop in the ear and, you know, taking it just like that. We reset this weekly golden pocket, reset down here or up here from where it was, and price was exhausted. You can't really tell what's going on until it happens. So once price started breaking down, you see price broke down here, we retested the daily golden pocket and dumped. The day reset, we came back up here, this reset as resistance, and we kept on dumping back down to the weekly golden pocket. And that's where you would have been like, hey, let's take a long. So if you missed this long, you could have got in right here, and everything else after that was kind of unsafe until we got this new reset on this golden pocket. And this is what I was just showing you earlier. So when we reset here on the weekly and this daily golden pocket reset, you see how price came back into this daily golden pocket. They didn't give you enough time to really get long, but at the open, they shot it all the way up until, what's this, New York open. So this is Asia. We opened up here and we shot all the way back up to previous day golden pocket, and the trend is still down. So we know that, hey, we probably should be looking for shorts at previous days. One thing I'll say about the golden pockets on the daily, they don't really get too far from the daily golden pocket unless you're trading like stocks, in which case, if stocks are in up only mode, then they probably never come back to their daily golden pockets after they tap them for the day, if they tap them for the day. So that's not the case in Bitcoin, especially when we're in choppy market. So this gives you a guide through the choppy market per se. And if you were to take this short, you could have just shorted it all the way back down to the weekly GP. Now we started making support at the weekly GP. We didn't lose our mind on support for the weekly GP, and we wouldn't have until, you know, they made it look like we were going to keep breaking down, or we could have break down here to our this is Q2, our Q2 GPS. But when we reset here on the daily, you see we reset again, and we reset close to each other, and we reset on top of our weekly GP as well. So that would have been telling me like, hey, we're probably looking for longs until we're not. And even on that next following day, we still reset in the same area. So if you were to, you know, you could have got long anywhere near and just put your stop under the weekly GP and taken the long all the way to the top. And it doesn't work out like that all the time, but once we've established some type of support, which this weekly GP did, then hey, we would have been looking for longs the entire time, and we wouldn't have started looking for shorts until our daily GPs reset bearishly, And we didn't get a bearish reset, honestly, until this whole week was pretty much a bullish week. And when this weekly GP reset here, once we start getting away from weekly golden pockets, we really just got to hone in on the daily. And from there, once we start losing daily golden pockets, then we can start saying like, hey, look out for the weekly golden pocket. But once we start respecting daily golden pockets, like, okay, so daily golden pocket reset here, and we respected it. We got back above it, and we just chopped around for forever. And I'm a scalper, so, you know, I would have taken this trade. It's not much, but, you know, high leverage, it could be something. And once we started establishing like, hey, this is some support here, golden pockets resetting on top of each other and making higher ones, that's when we would have said like, hey, now that we've got the support here, anything that comes down here, we long. And until we lose it, back test it and lose it, then we're going long. And I wouldn't have looked short until we did this. So right here is when we finally flipped the golden pocket, our 9-day reset. So now we have a new level of support. We don't have to basically wait on the weekly to reset anymore. And now we would have been looking for shorts. We broke down below on this open. Price was still up here on this Wednesday going into Thursday open, and we broke down and we came back above and tagged the daily golden pocket. But once we already broke down, price basically flipped this and broke down, then hey, we would have been looking for shorts right here in this area with our stop probably above up here or somewhere, and the real short was up here at the spider line. But like I said, it's not a spider line video. So once we started breaking down here, you basically would have taken this trade. I would have taken it from spider line to spider line, which is what happened here. And we didn't, once we reset here and we didn't come back per se, we just kept coming down. I probably would have cut the short. Cause once we start doing this and we keep coming up here tapping it, then I'm getting hesitant. Like, hey, we might be trying to break back above it, which we didn't really get any resolve until the following day. So the GPS is basically to keep you in the zone, the trading zone that you're trading. And I'll show you what it looks like when we leapfrog real quick. So like right here, you can see we've been trending on the daily golden pocket all day. We haven't really flipped this area, but on the 1 minute, you can see like, hey, we're back above the golden pocket. So right now, if I was trading this at this very moment, I would be trading this like I would have gotten, if I didn't get in down here, I would have gotten in somewhere in here with my stop under the golden pocket. And seeing as our daily anchor VWAP is under the golden pocket as well, I probably would have put a stop at least like down here somewhere. So right now, it's risky taking a long going into the week, but this is Sunday, so they could pump and dump as much as they want to. But just looking at this right now, I would think that they would push price up here. At least to right here, take this little liquidity out, and then come on back down to take out this previous day low and or this spider line that we got sitting right here. I haven't traded this today and taking some time off from the charts this weekend. But I hope this video helps. If there's any more questions you have on Golden Pocket, feel free to ask in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, hop in the Discord. And I am here to help. We can look at the higher time frame Golden Pockets real quick. So say, let's take off the daily. Let's take a weekly. Monthly, quarterly. So looking at the high time frame, I always tell people like, hey, we can trade these Golden Pockets accordingly. So like right now, our 9-day, we came down here, we bounced, we shot up, and on the higher time frame, this is what I just showed on the lower time frame when we started breaking down. Okay, so we broke down here, we reset, our 9-day reset, it is now resistance. So even if we do come back up here and they take all of these shorters out, I would be looking for a short right here to further continuation down, to come down here and either retap this Q2. Monthly Golden Pocket is kind of far away, but I would look for a move back up to this 9-day Golden Pocket and look for a short back down to clear out these future Golden Pockets. Market makers have a humorous way of moving the market, so it's never that easy. But we know one thing, that we can trade these Golden Pockets every time price comes to them. You can literally see us sitting right here at our previous 9-day Golden Pocket right now, and we haven't started breaking down from it, which is kind of making me believe like, hey, we would at least come take this out and then come down, or we just come down and then start making our way back up to take it out. So yeah, that's the kind of TA you get in the group, in the Discord. You can see if you would have longed the Golden Pocket down here at any given time of these previous months, you could have rolled this whole trend up.